Alrighty. Howdy Neighbors, and welcome back to Heart Fragment. Last time we learned that... Fuck, what's his name? I'm really good at my job, I promise. Kay. Kay is blind. And we also found out that we can see into people's hearts. But now we have to check to see if it's true, and I'm gonna pick Shannon. Kid, good morning. I'll be home late. Be with Dexter for a bit. It's not like you to keep me informed about your life. I know, so I'm doing it. Trying to turn over a new leaf here. Make things less awkward and all that. Let's be decent. Never thought I'd see the day where I'd be sincerely thanking him for something like that. A lot has changed in just a few days. Well, I'll be off then. Heart Fragment. Opening your bag no longer, you notice Shannon standing beside Dustin. Shannon bounds over to you excitedly, leaving Dustin behind. Hey, guess what? Good morning, you seem chipper today. I am, I have good news. I talked to the teacher one more time about the family history bonus, and she said that anyone who wasn't comfortable with the topic can see her after class to get a new one. And you'll get an extra week to work on it, of course. Isn't that awesome? Now you don't need to stress over it anymore. I appreciate that and all, but I don't actually need the bonus anyway. But you can always turn that A of yours into an A+. Since when do you care about grades so much? Since I realized that we're graduating soon and no college in the whole gosh darn world is gonna accept a failure like me. I didn't even know you planned to go to college. Plans change. I need to be more realistic. Shannon, being realistic. What universe is this? It's good for her to examine all her options, of course. But in a way, Shannon's big dreams were a part of why you like her so much. The long weekend is coming up. We have Friday off, right? But we hang out and get our minds off school for a while. You have no idea how much I'd love that, seriously. You're the best, Iris. Oh, I know. I'm great like that. Enough about me. So I get all bleh on you. I've been meaning to ask how the charging cable worked out. Did it fix your problem? Yeah, totally. I feel so fixed. Will it? Iris, what's wrong? Nothing, pretty sure I used it the other night, but I can't remember how it turned out. Aw, Iris, you're not getting enough rest. You have seemed a bit off. I'm alright. Just some crazy nightmares. Hey, Dustin. Ah, Dusty. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to leave you hanging like that again. Again? It's fine. Come on, I'll walk you to class. Hehe. Right. Sorry, Iris. I have to go. See you in class. I should test the hard thing now while neither of them were looking. I was just closing my eyes and concentrating hard while glaring in their direction. That would definitely come across as weird. Here she is. It's easy to pick her out of the crowd, even with my eyes closed, but it's the glowing parts of her silhouette. Kay's wasn't doing that. Her colors. So cute! Good feeling says this. The blue is closer to bad. The red is closer to good. There's no way to confirm that, but somehow that's what seems most likely. With Shannon, there seems to be a blend of colors that makes no logical sense. There's blue, but it's a light aqua blue, There's red, but it's so light that it's more pink than red. There's a few other colors too, a bit of orange, a bit of yellow, but the aqua blue and pink are the most prominent. I know Shannon's a good person. She's been my best friend for years. I don't need to read her heart to know that. But I wonder what those colors mean. Maybe her heart is just completely average or something. Oh well, better get to class. Maybe it would be best if my father hadn't told me all this crap. If Mom actually wanted to keep it from me, she probably had a reason for that, right? School passed by slowly and uneventfully. It's almost shocking how boring math lessons become when your mind is swimming with thoughts of mutants. Tutorial. You have discovered how to use the strange power, reading hearts. But because this ability requires closing your eyes and concentrating for a short period of time, it is impractical to use at every moment. If you see an eye appear on your screen, it means you will have an opening to use the power coming up soon. Click the eye before it disappears to be given the chance at the end of the current stage. Cool, I can do that. So I'm looking for an eyeball? Is it going to be on the phone? Like a heart fragment. By evening, your father still hasn't arrived home. I'm actually starting to worry, but as you're preparing a plate of supper, the door creaks open. Kid. Welcome home. What the hell? It's so embarrassing to say out loud. Your father smiles in reply to your greeting. Thanks, kid. It's awkward exchange, but not necessarily a bad one. Not really late. Something up? No, nothing concerning. Been looking through some old files stored in the saves. Oh, sorry. Still trying to figure out how those articles you found stayed up. Spent the whole day searching through anything else about your mother's project online, but couldn't find a thing. I guess I can understand why files about mutant experiments would get hidden. But why that? Mom just wanted to help people. I wish I knew. There's so much I can't figure out, no matter how hard I put my mind to it. I've actually been meaning to ask you something about her. I was searching up your names. I found her obituary. There was a part in it that referred to you as her husband. No. Why? You two had already split up for years by that point. You're probably together by now, but your mother and I didn't split because we hated each other, something like that. I loved her. Still do. Part of the reason that I figured it'd help keep you safe for a bit longer to keep your name out of it. More than that, I just couldn't bring myself to mention the split. I wanted to look back and see myself as her husband, not the man who left. What can you say to something like that? Even you can't talk back when he looks so down. Not knowing what to say, you decide to head to your room and give him some space. It doesn't really look like he wants to talk about this anymore either. Hey, he! Alice? What was the last thing that was said? Once upon a time there was a red-hooded boy, a deceptively charming wolf, a girl to use as bait, a motherly figure with a warning. A mutant, a monster, secrets, lies, hope, belief, suspicion, despair, trust, fragments. Fragmented hearts ripped apart, scattered wishes. You make me believe there's an answer. So keep forgetting as you, but keep remembering as you in the meanwhile. Don't forget. Don't forget. Hated that. I didn't mean anything. Tapping at your window wakes you up. Psst, you up? You don't really notice that at first, but each night would follow the same pattern. You fall asleep, You can have some sort of a nightmare and be woken up by your usual nightly visitor. Much to your surprise, you find that you've started to open up decay a bit. Hey, you're here earlier than usual. I figured the sooner I get here, the sooner you can wake up from those nightmares you mentioned, and the sooner you can get back to sleep. Thanks. Seriously, I feel like I was moments away from another weird one. Want to talk about it? Or nothing special. None of the dreams I have are so abstract that it's like I'm writing poetry in my sleep. Ooh, I didn't know you're interested in poetry. I'm not. I just have a really vivid imagination in my dreams. Usually it ends up manifesting as nightmares, though. Nightmares are the worst. I get them sometimes too, so I feel for you. What kind of nightmares do you have? The kind that suck to talk about. Haha. I'm sure they're nothing compared to yours. But anyway, maybe we can help get your mind off it for a bit. Do you have any more questions you want to ask about? I don't know how much you're aware of outside my mutation, but apparently my mother was using her own DNA structure, or something like that, to make a cure-all drug called the Panacea. I heard about it, but I can't give you much insight into that one, unfortunately. I'll tell you what I do know, though. This is so much easier than talking to your dad. Seems like things were going really well with the development, but some people were against it being made. Because they thought us playing God, right? I guess people thought, what were they defining as physical illness? Sort of like having cancer is definitely a physical illness. But some might not know where to draw the line and alter a drug like that to fix anything they deem an imperfection. Such as, is it an imperfection to not be conventionally attractive? If you're curing physical illness, are you considering it an illness to be unattractive? Do you know what eugenics means, Iris? I used to. But I want to look smart, so yes. Yeah, why? Good, that makes it easier to explain then. Usually eugenics is connected to selective breeding, but genetic engineering is along the same wavelength. But my mother would never advocate for picking and choosing what traits are acceptable. Oh no, don't get me wrong, I believe that too. But if that drug became a reality, it could fall into the wrong hands by some extremists. Exactly. I had no idea any of that was going on back then. I only know she was working a lot. I'm sure your mother just wanted to help people. I'm really sorry about what happened to her. I'll be fine. But I assume the drug didn't end up working, right? Otherwise there would have been more news about it. Kate looks really tired. Probably needs to go to bed. Grace says something along the lines of it not being possible to create without your mom. I see. So Mom's death prevented the creation of something that could potentially have cured tons of diseases. That's something Grace said too. Whenever he talks about her, he says what an amazing woman Luann was. Then you shouldn't have left her. Right. I forget that sometimes that you and I don't know Gray in the same way. Well, do you have any plans coming up? That was the only thing I could ask? No. Nah, I'm gonna meet up with Shannon after school, but she's been busy with her new boyfriend lately. That's so. Sure don't have any friends. Feck off. I didn't mean that as an insult. Just curious why not, since you're so easy to talk to. I don't need a whole bunch of friends to be happy. Most people are polite. That's it. I rarely meet people who seem to actually be interested in me as a person. And I'm fine with that. I'm not interested in them most of the time either, so it'd be pointless. Did you ever get lonely? Not really. Being alone is comfortable. Comfortable, huh? Don't get me wrong. I like having you around. Same way I like having Shannon around. What about you? You visit in the middle of the night, so I assume you must have a group of friends you hang out with during the day. Not really. Oh? He's just being modest. He seems like the sort of guy who would love being in a large friend group, kind of like Shannon. Something about him intrigues you and makes you want to know more. But you have the common sense to know not to push. I've plenty of time to get to know him after all. As trying to cover up any awkward silence, Kay grins at you and speaks up again. As wonderful as chatting in your bedroom at night is, it'd be cool if we could hang out during the day sometime. You know what, like normal people? I guess it is pretty abnormal, isn't it? I figured staying here at night would be the best way to avoid confrontation with my dad. But he'd probably just assume I went with Shannon anyway, so... yeah, I guess we could give it a shot. Wait, really? I didn't expect you to actually agree. Nice. Then, you know the park near the bus station? Maybe they're around 4 when you're done school.
I'll be waiting.
As in 4 in the afternoon, not 4 in the morning. Got it. Kay stands up from his usual spot on the floor next to the bed and heads over to the window. Where he exits, he turns around and smiles in your direction. He always does that, even though he can't actually see me when he turns around. He's smiling for my sake. It was kind of nice to see him smiling like that for me.
Bye.
Bye. Night. Thursday. Only difference from your usual boring school routine today is the lack of Shannon. She's joined at the hip with Dustin, hardly leaving his side. The bonus assignment is due today. Needless to say, you didn't finish it. Teacher announces the same thing that Shannon told you yesterday. That anyone who was uncomfortable with the bonus topic is free to come and get a new one. Iris, shut up. Oh, hello. Made it through the perilous journey of history class. Pfft, we sure did. So glad it's all over, thank God. And maybe I'll start cheering up a bit more. I wasn't particularly upset about it, though. Well, if it wasn't the assignment, there's sure been something weighing you down recently. I'm fine, really. Then... Shannon, you ready to go? One moment, Dusty. Anyway, Iris, since I had a fun time at the smoothie bar with Dustin the other day, I want to give you that other coupon to hang on to. Can't imagine going without you. Hee hee. Here, just in case. It's still okay if I come visit tomorrow. Definitely. Awesome. I really look forward to. Shannon. I gotta go. See you later. Love you. Busy as always. Heart Fragment. As you planned, you head out to the park to meet up with Kay. Hey. Kay, did you hear me? He's wearing earbuds. Oh, Iris, is that you? Yep, sorry, don't want to bug you. He quickly takes the earbuds out and presses the pause button before stuffing them in his pocket along with his phone, bedazzled with one sparkly orange star pattern case. Oh, you're here early. I'm early? It's the person who got here before me. Well, I figured I'd get here ahead of time so I could listen to something while I wait. I wanted to get here first so that you wouldn't have to be the one waiting. What were you listening to? Oh, it's an audiobook. I'm taking it that's a way of saying I won't tell you which book it is then. Well, it's a secret, yep. Alright, let's get going. You nod and Kay walks beside you, matching your footsteps almost in perfect sync. Come to think of it, Shannon wanted to meet Kay too. Maybe I should have invited her. Or not. She'd probably think it was a date and tease me the whole time. No thanks. You don't know my family secrets and all. You can't talk about that here in the public, though. What exactly can you talk to him about this time? Is this what it feels like to go out for drinks with a coworker and you find out you actually have nothing in common outside of work? I have no idea what to say to him. I need to think of something so that this doesn't get awkward. You're awfully quiet, huh? Sorry. Don't apologize. I don't even talk. I'm just walking and enjoying the weather. I'm curious what you like best. The trees and flowers, hearing the birds, feeling the sun. All the above, maybe. I feel the same way. I can't see the park scenery, but I love just the sound of the birds singing. Heh. He grins at you with a look that's so innocent. You can't help but wonder how someone like Kay exists in the world. Sorry, I don't really understand much about how to keep conversations going. I usually just spend my time listening when I'm with Shannon, so I don't know what sort of topics to bring up with other people. I guess I'm sort of the same way. What, really? I'm just saying what pops into my head. It's funny. I feel like I'm supposed to be better at that sort of thing, but I'm just not. Aren't you worrying too much? I can't imagine anyone being around you and thinking, wow, he sure doesn't know how to talk. Doesn't that mean you're worrying too much as well, then? How so? You said I don't understand conversation either, but you're talking to me just fine. Don't try to flatter me. It isn't flattery. If you think I'm okay to talk to, that means you're okay to talk to as well. You're just hard on yourself for no reason, Iris. Don't think bad thoughts about yourself when they have literally no basis in reality. You're taken aback by those words. Are you sure you don't just have your head stuck in the clouds? What? You're too nice to people, probably. You seem like that kind of person. Kay comes across the sort of guy who would say just about anything to bring a smile to someone's face. No, that's not it, really. You've got to stop deciding things about other people as if they're fact, even if you have no proof. Have you seen me around anyone but you? I guess not, but... Exactly, so don't jump to conclusions, okay? Damn, he is upsetty. This is the worst date. Whoopsie dupsie. Should it be a compliment to be told that you're easy to talk to? I don't understand his reaction at all. I'm really sorry. I shouldn't have gotten all fired up about it like that. I didn't mean to make things weird. I'd hardly describe that as being fired up. If anyone should be apologizing, it's me. Heh, you're too nice, Iris. Too nice? What? Does Kay know anything about me at all? Too nice, jeez. He seems to be deep in thought. Something it tells you his mind is somewhere completely foreign to you. I know I said it kinda rudely last time. But I really did mean when I said you seem like you've got your head up in the clouds sometimes. How can I word this without sounding like a jerk? It's kinda as if you look like you're a million miles away. I guess sometimes I just think about certain things and everything else becomes like background noise. What sorts of things are you thinking about during those times? I don't know. Past, my parents, my home. Right. Because of the accident that you mentioned. My bad. Yeah, good job. Oh. Excuse me. Oh, it's okay. I don't really... You! Case your thought is interrupted... Oh. Case your thought is interrupted by a different voice. Turn in the direction it came from. See a girl close to your age, walking closer. You're straight for the case. Oddly though, she stops in front of you rather than in front of Kay.
Can I help you?
I forgot that was the voice I chose.
What is your name?
What?
Carol stares at you with curious eyes. She's standing way too close to creep me out. Why is the stranger talking to you? Carol seems to be confused by a lack of response. Apparently sensing your discomfort, Kay steps in closer to you and speaks in a hushed tone. I'm here, you're safe. At Kay's reassurance, you manage to settle your nerves enough to answer the girl. Iris.
I see.
I'm sorry, but do I know you?
You doesn't look familiar. Or perhaps she's a friend of Shannon's.
My name is Natalia. I hope you and I can become friends.
I have no idea what you're...
Have a nice day.
Wait, what? Ending the already odd encounter with an even odder note, the girl turns to walk away. At the last minute, though, someone grabs her shoulder and stops her.
Oh my.
Oh, Natalia, you awkward little thing. Apologies for that, my dear. Not the word person all of a sudden. Natalia is a tad awkward, but she means well. I'm Terrell.
Nice to meet you, I guess?
Terrell reaches out, offering his hand to you in greeting. They skip again at a new presence. Kay brushes his arm against yours, as if he's reminding you that he's still by your side. She's a shy girl, you see. But she thought you were exceptionally adorable, and simply had to introduce herself. Terrell. It wasn't like that. Talia looks like she might hiss at him.
Wow.
No need for the scary glare, dear. I'm doing you a favor, I promise. Terrell lets go of her shoulder and pats her back in a manner that somehow seems polite and condescending at the same time. Sorry about her. I suppose I'll have to be her wingman, He hands you a piece of scrap paper with something written on it. Consider adding her if you have the chance, okay?
Ta-ta.
With that, he waves and chases off after Natalia. Okay! That was definitely one of the most awkward encounters I've ever had. Look down at the paper and see that a username is written down on it. You sure are popular, huh? I'm not. Something like that has never happened before. Huh. Next time you're nervous during an encounter like that, you should test out your heart reading power. To be honest, I'm worried that I'd look weird doing it. I have to close my eyes and concentrate for a little bit before I see anything. To a stranger, it would look like I'm just randomly trying to avoid looking at them. Good point. Guess I'll have to practice that somehow. I'm here for you. If you figure out some way to get better at it. God, I love Kay. Sounds of him to offer and all that. But how can he help if he's not comfortable with me using my power on him? Is there anything else you want to do today, Iris? I don't know if you'd be interested, but there's a smoothie bar nearby that recently opened. I saw that extra coupon too. Yeah, let's do it! Shannon did say you could use it whenever you want, but you make a mental note to treat her there at some point anyway. Hey, and welcome to the smoothie bar. What can I get for you? Do you already know what you're going to order? Yeah, strawberry lemonade. Interesting choice, a place that specializes in smoothies. Should I read the menu for you? You can pick for me, as long as it has banana in it. Bananas make the best smoothies. I don't know how your taste... I don't think I know your taste well enough to pick something that I know you'll like. Pretty easygoing. Try me. If it's banana you want, the most popular ones on the menu is a classic strawberry banana combo, the invigorating banana espresso, the tropical fruit blend, or the banana cocoa vanilla frozen yogurt. Something for him. He's easygoing, so I think he'll just want something simple. I had to go with something simple just to be safe. Classic strawberry banana combo. Safe choice, huh? I figured it'd be better to go with something that most people like since I have no idea what your tastes are. Fair enough, I do like the classics. Here you go, enjoy. That actually looks really cute. Thanks a bunch. I didn't expect you to invite me to a place like this. Well, it's not like I'd have anything else to do if I went home right away. And I'm happy to be a part of, or to play the part of Boredom Buster for you anytime. He leans in a bit closer and whispers to you. Want to get in some practice I mentioned? You could test it out on the employee who gave us our drinks. Test it on her. You sound uncertain. Are you worrying about being rude or something like that? Not sure. I just don't know if someone... Oh, I just don't know that. If someone's reading my heart, I'd probably feel weird about it. True, but you need any advantage you can to keep safe and alive. It's not like you're invading people's privacy for no reason. It's a practice for something important. Probably right. Okay, I'll give it a shot. Say anything? Not yet. It isn't that simple. I have to really focus. Concentrate, concentrate. There, I see it appearing. Great job, Iris. What does it look like? Let's see. Got it. I'm flattered, but you're not really my type. Come on, you don't even know me. How can you figure I'm not your type that fast? Trust me, I could tell. You'll find someone who will be way more into you than I could ever be. Whoa. That really takes more time than I thought. No wonder you were worried about using it earlier. It's a bit tiring too, but at least it worked. My instinct says the blue is bad and red is good. Is that right? Good question. I have no idea. Not the one with the ability, after all. Judging by that, what do you think? Does she have a good heart? Average, maybe. It's pretty rare to meet someone whose heart is really 100% good, right? Probably. But I'm curious about how that all works. Anyway, that's enough heavy talk. He smiles brightly at you, as though encouraging you to say whatever is on your mind. So, you enjoy going to smoothie bars? And you like bananas. And you're great at repeating facts that you learned 1 minute ago. Hehe. See? Because I'm not good at conversation. I'm just teasing you, I don't mind. I did the same thing after all. Is it coming up with conversation topics that's hard for you? More than just the conversation itself? I guess it's the last part of it, yeah. In that case, I have a conversation topic that I'd like to ask you about. I've just been wondering. Aren't you afraid, Iris? Anyone who's been asked that question has never not been afraid. Afraid of what? I don't know. Everything. Remember when we were supposed to be moving away from heavy topics? You seem like talking... Oh, you seem to be taking all of this so well. There's even a bit of anxiety around strangers. Just going about your life. For me, learning all those sorts of things, I think I'd just break, I guess. I'm definitely scared. Hell, it's downright terrifying to think about. Really? You can't tell? Not at all. If this is you putting on a brave act, then damn, you do it really well. Heh. Don't express myself around people very often, that's all. So maybe even when I'm feeling down, I don't express properly. I just don't like people making assumptions about me. I wouldn't make assumptions. Well, to be fair, even though you haven't known me for too long, I feel you already know enough to not need to make assumptions in the first place. It's weird. We haven't known each other that long, but you seem to know practically everything about me. It's a little unsettling, actually. Hey, don't go all quiet all of a sudden. You're gonna make me feel awkward. Sorry. I'm glad, though. Glad they make me feel awkward?
Not at all.
No, not that. Not that you think I know you well. Hope I can learn even more about you. Like what? I already said you know all the important stuff. I want to know more than that, though. The important stuff isn't all that matters. Like, why your favorite drink is strawberry lemonade? Favorite music and stories. The animals you like. Have you ever had a pet? What sort of food do you enjoy? That sort of thing. That sounds like the sort of thing that Shannon would say. I have plenty of time to learn those unimportant things. You're so weird, you know. What? Why? You call it unimportant, but to me, it's just as important as all the other stuff. Because it's still a bunch of details that make up who you are. But anyway, I won't keep you too much longer. I should get going soon, too. How about we skip the midnight chat this time? You can get a full night's rest without me bugging you. You're not bugging me. Don't worry about it. But I have to admit, full night's rest does sound pretty good after so many late nights. Alright, then I'll come tomorrow. Actually, you use voice assistants on your phone, right? Can you read your screen or do voice to text? Yep, why do you ask? Shannon signed me up for a social media app recently. If you think it'd work, maybe you could make an account there. And then we can text at any time during the day. Good idea! Want to sign me up? The layout of his phone is a bit different than what you're used to. The buttons on the screen seem to be enlarged, likely to make them easier to find and press. Takes you a bit of time to get the hang of it. But when you do, it's easy enough to navigate the app shop and download Star X Social. You set up a case profile for him, the same way Shannon did for you. Heart Fragment. Kid, you're home later than usual. Thought you already settled into your room for the evening. You actually noticed my schedule now, huh? Trying to. I appreciate that you're trying. I won't say it again, so don't even bother asking if you missed it the first time. A small smile begins to show on your father's face. Don't worry, you don't gotta repeat it. Help yourself if you want something to eat. Is this going to become a routine now? Eating meals with my dad, like a normal family? Normal. You scoop yourself a bowl of soup from the oven. He may not be the best cook in the world, but he seems to have tried his best nonetheless. Seems like he's really trying to improve our relationship. Things must have been more complicated than I'd thought back then. I still don't entirely understand why he thought that leaving us was the right thing to do, but maybe he thought that his presence would get me and Mom hurt somehow. I could post on Star X Social before bed? Yes? What would you like to post about? We need some more points with K, come on now. Oh wait, I have to say first. K. I got K signed up for the site earlier today. I wonder if he'll see this post. Shannon, if you see this, don't you dare assume something stupid. I think I'm getting used to this app now. I guess I don't feel nervous posting anymore. Key points. Oh, it's nightmare time, I forgot. Whoopsie doopsie. Which means it's gonna be flashbang time. Whoopsie doopsie. Dots. Once upon a time, there was a man. This man knew the conflict of the wolf and the one in the red hood. And though he saw the hooded figure as a fool for falling prey to the wolf, he selflessly leaped in to help. He hunted the wolf in the shadows, keeping Little Red away from its harm. The cunning wolf knew the hunter would not fall for his tricks as easily as his previous naive target, and the wolf despised himself for that. Don't worry, said the hunter to Little Red. I'll keep that person safe in your place. Run far away and leave the rest to me. Okay. Yet he failed to realize just how close the wolf had already approached. Hi? And so the stage is set in motion, The figure melts into your vision from the darkness. A dream? I don't think so. I feel like this is as close to reality as I'm gonna get. First instinct is to... Boom. Although something with this hooded figure who has appeared before you chills you to the bone, you stand your ground. Trying your best not to tremble, you face the figure head on. Who are you? The grin on the figure's face widens. Ooh, how lovely. Oh, I always have enjoyed a challenge. The non-answer given by this person makes you even angrier. Shut up. I asked you who you are. Curious little cat. His tone is mocking. Like your discomfort thrills him.
But still pathetic.
Thank you. Don't worry. I'll be back.
We'll have lots of fun playing this game together.
Sure, I'm down. Hell yeah. Friday. Wake up unexpectedly early the next day, with the stomach aching from nausea. I definitely had a nightmare again, but the details are hazy. That's right. The last few nights when Kay would visit, he'd always wake me up while I was having unusual nightmares. Because in a way, he was saving me from them by waking me up so abruptly. Maybe that's why last night's nightmare felt more intense. The long weekend starts today, with Friday off from school. Saying that your exam finals are not far off. It's stressful, but the stress feels like nothing compared to all of the other odd events as of late. Good morning! Nice to see you've been posting stuff. Make sure you post some selfies too, though. We'll talk more about it later. How are you? Shannon? You're really early, everything okay? Yeah. So up to hang out today? Absolutely. If my dad asks about us hanging out yesterday, though, just say we're together. Ooh, now I'm curious. I'll be over there in a few minutes. Thanks for this. Maybe she can help clear my head. Good morning. Not spending time with Dustin this morning? Nah, I'm taking some time this morning to dedicate to my favorite person ever. And who would that be? You, duh. Yeah, whatever you say. She pops herself down on the bed next to you, sprawled out and staring up the ceiling. I'm serious, really. You always seem to think I'm joking around, when I really mean it. You're my best friend after all. You've got like a million friends, goofball. Maybe, but the best one of them all is always gonna be you. Anyway. Ooh, wait a sec. I got a message to reply to real quick. Does this seem to see the irony in her saying she's dedicating the morning to you, then immediately going to check her phone? It's just Shannon being Shannon, though. I don't mind. Wait for Shannon to finish and put her phone away. Okay, anyway, I saw you've been posting on Stark's social. You didn't make your first post about me, though, meanie. Quit that pouting, you goof. Okay, so... Kay? I'll go assuming something weird. Sorry, whose voice went up? I missed that. Oh, no! Shannon's points decreased significantly. Whatever. Remember when you texted me the other day about the guy you saw me hanging out with? Oh my god, are you? Shannon, seriously, calm down, we're not dating. Sorry. I figured you'd say you're smiling all the time because you're in love. That's not it. He's my friend. How did you two meet anyway? He's someone that my dad knew. Shanna's eyes widen. You really bring up your father, so it's no shock that Shanna's in disbelief. Don't you, hate him? He's trying to set you up on a date all of a sudden. It wasn't a date, dummy. Okay, sorry, but I really am happy. Iris out there making friends without me forcing it? Looks like you're finally growing up. Sitting here with Shannon, like this, you can't help but feel odd about how normal your life feels sometimes. It's like during the day, you're able to go about business as usual, but the moment evening arrives, the sense of normalcy disappears. Any luck? Nope. You're totally right. Your laptop is busted. Sorry I couldn't help, Iris. But I don't think this is because of the charger we got. Don't worry about it. Sorry for using it as an impromptu tech support. Oh, it's happy to help. No, you've definitely been smiling more today. So happy to see it. It looks like... Oh, it's like you got this kind of glow going on. You aren't holding out on old Shannon, are you? You're not hiding a secret. Oh, you're not hiding a secret new boyfriend? Iris, tell me. Calm down, dummy. There has to be something going on. Anything at all. Well, nuh-uh, you're not going silent on me this time. I've always let you get away with it, but you're not getting off the hook. I want to know. Come on, please. I don't often ask you about your daily life, which you don't generally have much to tell her. Hello? It's usually fine to let you sit quietly as she leads the conversation. That doesn't seem to be the case this time. I'm serious, Iris, I want to know. Why are you so curious all of a sudden? It's not like you to ask about it this much. Because I don't want you to drift away yet. What's that supposed to mean? I know you're not like me, Iris. Don't get me wrong, I'm glad you're happy. I love seeing you smile. But you're still keeping secrets from me. And even hiding what makes you happy. You'll drift away eventually, won't you, Iris? Drifting away has never even crossed my mind. Shannon's my best friend. She's feeling left out. Is it because we talked less often at school? I'm not drifting away. Don't worry, okay? Her face stays serious for a few more seconds. The smile you're so used to finally returns as she processes your words. Alright, I trust you. But I really, 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 really do want to know what's going on in your life recently. Could you please? With that, I'm going to go ahead and end the episode here. So thank you very much for watching, and hopefully I'll see you later.